Hello everyone, it's me Jimboy Bautista. For today's video, I will need to answer the final assignment number 2. It's all about telephone exchange. So without further ado, let's jump to the video. Number 1, importance of telephone exchange. The telephone is an indispensable element in the communication system of any modern hotel. When you answering the telephone as telephone operator, always remember the function of telephone exchange section. Function of the telephone exchange section. Number 1, response to all incoming calls, both local and overseas. Number 2, process long distance and overseas call requests of guests if direct dial service is not available. Number 3, coordinate with telephone company operators regarding time and charge for all completed long distance or overseas calls. Number 4, prepare toll charge for every completed call and make the corresponding charge report. Number 5, disseminate correct and vital information about the hotel facilities through the telephone. Number 6, take down and disseminate message for in-house guests. Number 7, attend to wake up call requests of house guests. Number 8, screen all incoming calls of hotel guests and executives. Number 9, coordinate with the servicing telephone company PLDT in the Philippines in case there is a breakdown of hotel trunk lines. Number 10, prepare all required reports. Number 2, what are the things you need to consider? For me, every time you have a telephone exchange as a telephone operator, always remember or consider your telephone manners. Telephone manners for telephone operators and frontliners. Number 1, maintain a pleasing voice personality. The essential ingredients for a pleasing voice personality are voice, volume is properly modulated, tone is not harsh, and sound gracious and friendly. Correct phraseology, courteous word and appropriate phraseologies are used. Manner, considerate, interested, attentive, accommodating. Proper telephone usage for maximum efficiency. Number 2, use a slightly rising inflection when making a statement. It softens the tone, makes you sound gracious. Number 3, all incoming calls outside the hotel should be answered as follows. Crown Hotel, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Never say hello as they sound unprofessional. Number 4, always be ready with pad and pencil for noting down message. Number 5, when the phone rings, grab the paper and pencil and promptly take the message or notes. Number 6, after the caller has relayed his inquiry or request, read back to him to note that you have written to validate the details. Number 7, always all calls as promptly as possible. If possible, of the first a ringing phone is like someone knocking on one's door. Number 8, leave the receiver only when you are ready to talk. Number 9, while taking with someone nearby and your phone rings, excuse yourself and answer the phone promptly. Excuse me sir, I'll just answer the other line. Number 10, maintain friendly, accommodating conversation with guests. Imagine all calls as coming from friend. Be friendly but not over familiar or too casual. Number 11. Speak clearly and distinctly. speak in a proper modulated tone. The distance between the mouth and the transmitter must be 1/2 inches. Never speak when something in your mouth, while smoking, chewing gum, or when eating something. Number 12. When you leave your desk, leave a message as to your word box. Number 13. Be helpful and accommodating. When called party is not available, give an encouraging and or specific report. For example, we expect Mr. Santos in a few minutes. This is Miss Reyes. May I help you? Mr. Cameron is in conference and will be through possibly by 11 a.m. Perhaps I can help you, sir. Number 14. In dealing with callers, be attentive to avoid requests for repetition. Never interrupt while the other party is speaking. Indicate your presence on the line with such expression as I see, yes, sir. Avoid slang word like yeah. Speak in the language which you are addressed, English for English. Be friendly but businesslike. Number 15. If you cannot help the caller with some information, explain why. I'm sorry, I don't have this information. May I transfer you to? They will be in a position to give you the information you need. If you are looking for information, excuse yourself and say, Ma'am, do you mind holding the line while I check on our file or with? Number 16. Be tactful when screening calls. Instead of who's this or who's calling, say, may I know who's calling please, or may tell him or who's calling please. 17. Do not make anyone wait on the line for information which will take long to obtain. This will hinder you and the caller from having an access to more important calls. Tell them you will call them back. Get their number. Number 18. Keep conversation pleasant but brief. No more than 5 minutes, including waiting time while obtaining information. Number 19. Be attentive to avoid requests for repetition. Number 20. While inside the telephone exchange, conversations should be limited to business matter only. Private calls are not allowed. 21. Never leave the switchboard unattended. Number 22. Avoid drinking and eating inside the switchboard. Number 23. Never listen to private conversation on the phone nor divulge confidential information gathered on the phone. Number 3. Who are the possible client and people that you will accommodate? Guess that having a telephone exchange with the telephone operators, local or overseas. Thank you for watching.